Howdy. Dad's got 4 of yous already. Jason, you're actually first. Cowboy, what's up? Don't mind me while I get my meds. Betty give you a chance to hit that like button up there. Han. Cutter, what's going on? Seven people and 2 likes. Dadgummit, folks. Boy, you didn't like me taking my meds? Grandma'll get mad if I don't. There's some more, thank you. Oh, 27 degrees. All right, I done felt it. It should go away now. Showtime. Somewhere in Oklahoma. Have these damn towns up here I can't pronounce. Oh. I know it's been a long day. First half of it was rain. Well, it wasn't even rain. Just enough to make a good road wash to mess everything up. Well, where you at, Jason? I won't go there. I ain't gonna do no 6 inches of snow. All right, Swift, I'm watching you. Pennsylvania. Well, 6 inches, that just getting you boys started up there. Swift and a CR England both back here finagling around behind me. And this clown here in front of me, if he had slid over another 3 foot, I could have pulled on up through here. I tell you, it's bad enough when they got marks on the ground they can't park, but if they ain't got markings on the ground, a lot of these modern day truck drivers are lost. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Oh, there ain't a paid in line. Let's be stupid. When I was pulling in, I seen half dozen trucks across here that could have slid over and made 3 more spots. But they don't worry about that. They only worry about them. So, and then they wonder why old people like me get grumpy. Yeah, no lines, no rules. Ain't that the truth? What up, Bruce? So you can turn this off and crank that heater up in the back. See how that's going to work. Because I'm plenty warm up here. Evasive, what's up? I know, you had to have your daily dose of Papa Joe, didn't you? Y'all hold on, I'll be back. 46 in Baltimore. I got a daughter lives over that way. Some little suburb of it. There we go. I'll open them curtains up so if Carlos comes in, he can bitch about my buck not being made. No. Well, I know, been almost 24 hours, right? Oh, well, I ain't gonna be on here too terribly long tonight. Trying to see where those two clowns went. Okay, he parked over there in the motel party. No line, no rules. So y'all done with winter now? 11 people and 6 likes. Some of you are lagging behind there. Talk to me. Don't put me on front and center stage. Y'all help carry it. That's what it's supposed to be about. Conversing back and forth. Not just watching me live. Dadgum, there was a long one. I stopped in last night. A neighbor popped in. Cool. I do pistols. Firm believer in my gun rights. Thank you very much. And it ain't got a damn thing to do with hunting. Constitution did not say nothing about let them keep their guns so they go hunting. And didn't say nothing about let them have muskets if anything else gets invented. Don't get me started. Oh, that's cool. 1911's a good one now. How many of y'all actually know what the 1911 is? Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma. What up, Jess? Yeah, I do too. I got two of them actually. And do you know it's the only military weapon that was designed to actually kill? A lot of people think they all are. They're not. The theory is, damned old jarhead, so I know a little bit about it. The theory is if you shoot a person and you wound him, you're not only taking him out of action, you're going to take out his buddy or two that's going to stay and tend to it. So, the 1911 was designed for pilots, and technically, if they had to bail out, then they were supposed to try to make it back to the line without firing a shot. However, if they did have to shoot, they wanted something that would stop them. Thus, the 1911. Anyway, that's what the Marine Corps told me. You think they would have lied to me? Not right. Just the recruiters. And boy, did he lie to me. I did not get that single room by myself with the housekeeping and catering to the room service. I don't know what I was thinking. Actually, I went in right after Vietnam. Would have went in earlier, but they wouldn't take me at 14. Yep, you are correct. Who did you go in with? You old jarhead or you Army? I assume with infantry you was Army. Otherwise you would have said a grunt. Well, cowboy, that's been a big debate out here for years. And I ain't even going to tell you whether you can or not, because it's just going to open up a big old argument. I've known people that carry, known people that carried and got by with it, known people that carried and got busted for it. So, and you'll have some that tell you you can't carry a pistol, but you can carry a shotgun. That's been a big debate. I don't know the true answer to it. Myself, I do not carry in the truck. So, I've never had a need for it. And back during my hot-headed days, I was probably pretty lucky that I didn't have one, because I have met a few people out here that do need shot. So, and I was hot-headed enough, I might have obliged them. So see, that's the good Lord working in my life before I even acknowledged Him. So you wouldn't be seeing my pretty mug now. I'd be locked away forever somewhere. Alright, Semper Fi, brother. Well, I did barracks duty first, and then I went out there to Camp Joy, Camp Pendleton. Went and played with rattlesnakes. Went to boot at Parris Island. I'm not a Hollywood Marine. Well, you can over on the Patreon or on the Facebook page. Either one of them you can. Well, cowboy, that's depends upon where you're running once again. If you have it for a state and you're running regional and all them states that you're running in respect it, you stand a chance. There are those that claim that the federal regulations for trucks says no. There's also those that says it really don't say. So I don't know. Honestly, I ain't got a clue. All I can tell you is stuff I've heard over the years, and none of it would be fact, just hearsay from truck drivers. And their lips were moving. Oh, that'd be something you'd have to do your own research and take your own gamble. Now, I'm not a big fan of Taurus. They make okay guns. To me, a Taurus is pretty much a throwaway. So, might be something you need one day, or you need to get rid of someday. KO, what's going on? I was thinking about you today, buddy. We damn sure have a few laws most states don't. You can carry in your vehicle. I can't think of the name of the law. Some about safe travel. I know we got the castle domain thing. And I'm not sure about just because they're on your property, you can shoot them. But you damn sure shoot them for coming in your house. And it ain't me they got worried about. Grandma, she true Texan. I don't know, Josh. Y'all ain't gonna get me making stuff up on that and giving you bad information. I ain't gonna do it. I don't know. Now, I do agree with some of our elected idiots up there. Trump said it himself, is that if a CDL is good in every state, why isn't your carrying permit? I'm a firm believer that's how it should be. But they didn't ask me. I would suggest if you have a personal lawyer, ask him. Or go over to OOIDA, Owner Operator Independent Driver Association. Go over there and check on their stuff, and they got plenty of lawyers over there. Go ask some of them folks. I know one young man out of Beaumont, Texas. Me and his dad was friends. They wound up coming over there and hauling boats. His dad passed away in one of the trucks. And I was staying somewhat in touch with the young man. Now I'm calling him young man. He was in his mid-30s. and he had some woman that was encouraging him to carry. And I told him, she could get you in trouble, young blood. Oh, she just went nuts on me. First she thought it accused me of being racist because she was black, and then of being a sexist because she was a woman. I told her right up front, didn't know you was a female or black. Didn't matter. What you're telling him could get him in trouble. I'm his personal attorney. Which he acknowledged she was. Like, do what you want. She's like, I've covered all the rules. And it don't say. Okay, do what you want, young blood. I'm just telling you, you get in some states and they find that gun and your butt might be in jail. So, JJ, what's up? I didn't give you no information, cowboy. Cool. Well, I've never had a need for a gun or my fist out here. Been out here over 25 years. I pay attention to my surroundings, you know, and I don't walk around like a victim. Those two things right there will keep you out of a lot of trouble. The most of the robberies that you hear about, somebody came and knocked on the truck driver's door and got him to go to the back of his trailer. Why in the world would you do that? Oh, well, we have an issue back here, or you've got an issue back here, or whatever. Well, that's fine. I'll take care of it in the morning. Why in the world would you let a stranger come up to your truck and talk you into getting out of your truck and going to the back? Think about it. Well, that might be so, Jason, but do they say that that's for a commercial vehicle? See, that's the catcher right there, is the commercial vehicle. What up, Nettie? Mitch, what's going on? Yeah, you are late. But only about 23 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, I'm a firm believer everybody should have a gun. What is it, Sweden? Where they have a law requiring everybody to have a gun. And they said they don't have no robbery over there to speak of. Then you go these idiot places that took away all your gun rights, and they got more damn crime than you'd shake stick at. They'll want to try to badmouth America for having guns. Y'all run your country and let us run our country. We got enough idiots trying to take our guns without foreigners getting in on it. I hear you, JJ. CDP, what's up? Yeah, exactly. Chicago's a good example. Well, sure. The criminals love them gun-free zones. They know that they're not going to come up against any resistance. That's what gets me, is what makes these people think that criminals are going to follow the law. Hell, that's why they're a criminal. They don't like following the law. I miss my W-9, that's for sure. Yep, they are a different country. Chicago, LA, all of them. I guarantee you Grandma's got some toys. Them boys I was working with, I was doing highline maintenance. I got her a 38 for her birthday. And only because she claimed the 9mm was too heavy in her purse. So now she got the 9mm in her bedstand. Come knocking on our door at the wrong time. Or better yet, kick in our door. See what you're greeted with. And don't think for a minute that old woman ain't gonna shoot your ass. So, yeah, them boys, they dogged me hard for getting her gun. I'm like, you know what's worse than that, boys? They said, what? I said, I taught her how to use the damn thing. Ain't no need to have one if you don't know how to use it. And she wasn't a big fan of just going out and shooting and stuff. I'd take the boys out shooting, and she knew whenever we'd go shooting, she was going to have to come out and take her personal guns, and I'd set her up a target that just happened to be about this big. When you can empty the clip of both of them in a target this big, you can quit for the day. She got where she'd just go out there, boom, 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 done. That blew my boys' mind away, our boys' mind away. Damn, Mama can shoot. No shit. You like when I bought that 5-speed pickup? They was asking, Mama, are you mad? She says, about what? The truck Daddy got. Well, no, why would I be mad? Well, it's a 5-speed. Do you know how to drive a 5-speed? She said, I learned how to drive on a 3 on the tree. What's that? Yeah. .357 would not be too powerful, JJ. And if you get one, get a long barrel. What I would recommend would be the 9mm myself. 38 is a little bit light duty for your situation. Because with you being in that wheelchair, you want to stop them right now. And if it's a big enough boy, or if they're on drugs real bad, some of them get real stupid when they're tweaking. That 38 might not deliver the whammy that you want, but a 9mm or a 45 damn sure will. Yep. Yeah. Well, you know, when them criminals see that gun-free zone sign, they automatically turn around and leave. They go where guns are welcome. All right, Cal, thanks for stopping in. We're going to get together for long. Get you a little more time in out there where you can make for a good video. Well, it depends upon where you're going to run at, Josh. What areas you think about running. And I assume you've been driving for a while already. Exactly, Cutter. He can't, Josh. He's in a wheelchair. 12 gauge would damn sure have too much whammy for him. But I'll tell you now, ain't nothing more intimidating than hearing a pump shotgun. That should send shivers up your spine. Because after you hear that click, click, you know what's fixing to happen. Well, Josh, I had a feller on last night. I tried calling him today, but he was busy. Let me try to plug this in so it don't run down on me. My headset's charged. He had been out here a year more or less and decided to go owner-operator, and he lost everything, including his house he had inherited. And I want to do a phone interview with him so y'all can hear what he has to say. I just talked to a feller today that he's a subscriber. He's got about 3.5 years out here already. And he admitted that he still really don't know enough about the industry to go owner-operator. That owner-operator is a tough gig, dude. And you need to have you at least $50,000 that is on hand and won't kill you if you lose it. That's what happened to that hand last night. He lost the transmission, I think is what he said. And it wound up costing him his business, his truck, his trailer, and his home. Now that transmission, I'll guess, will cost you around 10 grand to replace it. Maybe a little more than that. But see, it's more than that because you're going to be a week down, more or less. So now you still got all your bills at home, plus you still got all the bills at Signal, evidently. So you got to have the 10 grand for the repairs, plus you got to have the money to keep your house and your truck floating while the truck's down. So you got to have a pretty good nest egg. And that needs to be money that you're not counting on to operate your truck. Actually, it's a 1911. Yep, that's what they taught me. I was a prison guard for a while, Cutter. And that's how we loaded them up. 1 buckshot. And the rest slugs. And unofficially, they told us that that buckshot goes in the air. That's their warning shot. Then the slugs go at them. But I worked the towers there for a little while. And you had a shotgun and you had an M16. Depends upon your state laws there, JJ. A lot of people have been sued and gone to jail over shooting somebody in their house. Well, nobody can legally tell you to shoot to kill, cowboy. And if somebody's telling you that in one of your classes or something, they're a damn fool. Because if you do shoot somebody and kill them and you end up in court and you say that's what they taught me in class, then that's going to put them in the hot seat. Now, standing around the smoking lamp outside talking, if that instructor made that innuendo, then he can deny it later. But if he makes that part of his teaching, he's a damn fool. And I don't say that lightly. A grenadier, huh? That's what I was. A grenadier. Oh. Oh, somewhere in Oklahoma. I've heard mixed things about Decker, Josh. We hired on a guy I had talked to. Decker had him sitting at that truck stop by the yard for about 4 days over a weekend, and I told him to go talk to Larry, to the company, not Larry himself. And he got hired on, but then he got fired for being a hothead. He was flipping people off and yelling, rolling the window down, yelling and cussing them and threatening them. And somebody did a videotape of him being ignorant like that and sent it into the company, and they let him go. Which makes me wonder, what did he do at Decker? So was all the bad he was talking about Decker just a one-sided story? I don't know. Well, that's a fact, Mitch. Oh, everything's pretty good overall. She's tired and sore today. She did some painting on a bedroom. That's kind of rough on the old woman. We started it Sunday and she finished it today. She took yesterday off and then finished it today. She got a little bit more to do. I don't know if she'll do it tomorrow. I got a feeling she'll be too sore tomorrow. But she got her chiropractor meeting deal Friday. So she needs to get that paint done so her bone cracker can get her back in shape. I hauled reefer for many a year, dude. It's got its ups and downs like the rest of them. Myself, I found myself setting more with a reefer because you go to grocery warehouses more than anything, and they're as bad as Walmart. So, and it really don't pay you no more to haul reefer. We got out of it, as in Larry Williams, we got out of the reefers. It just wasn't paying enough to make it worthwhile. You get to certain places, California, Florida, companies would take loads into them places because they pay pretty good going in. but they don't pay word nothing coming out, and it's a supply and demand thing, and there's plenty of reefers out there. So your company's in for some stiff competition. Oh, well, once again, that's a matter of everybody's personal opinions. Now, I'm not going to say I won't do it again, but I hope I don't have to. I hope I'm not put in that position. I have no desire to haul reefers again. Well, if you can get a good one, that's the problem, Mitch, is getting the good ones. Well, you have your issues with the dry vans as well. You'll wind up setting, I don't care what part of trucking you're in, you're going to wind up setting sooner or later. But it don't seem as bad in a dry box. But once again, this company has their stuff pretty well ironed out. The only time we have issues is with broker loads. We pick our load up off the yard most of the time. Once in a while they ask you to go live load yours. 99.99% of our deliveries leaving the yard do not require no appointment. You show up and they usually have you unloaded in 15 minutes or so. Once in a while you get jacked around because somebody's in the dock before you or whatever, but that don't happen very often. But then our backhaul back to our area, our reload we call them, that can be a pain in the butt because it's a broker load. It depends upon how big of a feller you are on that hauling cars. You need to watch some of them car haulers. Most of them got a little bitty track like this for you to get out of that car and walk back down. So if it's slippery or anything, or you're a big feller, that can be challenging. Also, with hauling cars, you'll wind up going to car auctions. Car auctions, you park here, you get the key to the cars that you're going to pick up, you walk out there and locate them, and now you drive one up here, walk back out for the next one, drive up here. And then you got to hope that they're going to start. So, like I said, all parts of trucking's got good and bad. Nope, I ain't doing no car hauling. I wouldn't mind going back my boat hauling, but even that'd be hard on me. You can't mess with me. I've been married too long and raised 6 kids. You might put yourself in a predicament there, buddy. I tell you what. Well, that's just the kids. That ain't counting grandkids. Driver, you need to pull forward, get that truck out of that bind. He's about to put his fairing into his trailer and wondering why he can't back up. he's fixing to crunch that fairing. And no, I'm not going to jump out and go help. He's trying to cut it around to get around his trailer. See, now he wasn't trained. That's the bottom line. He was not trained. These companies send these people out with somebody that don't have enough experience. All they're worried about is get it down the road. And then they want to bitch about insurance. Well, you put somebody in it like that, he don't know no better. And he tears that truck up or that fairing up, and it's going to be an insurance claim, so the company don't really care. Someone else is going to pay for it. He's going to get a mark on his record, you know, on his company record. You got 24 kids, Josh? You was a busy young man. Well, that's my deal, Mitch. Actually, that's what Stone has his sights set on. And now he's 30 years old, so he got a long ways to go. I've been talking to him, and I've done told him a good company, and he done checked it out. It is a good company. But rolling down the road, you know how the highway miles are. He gets daydreaming about some other stuff, and people put nonsense in his ear. And luckily, he's smart enough that he calls me and lets me give him a dose of reality every once in a while. Well, I'm pretty sure I know what way he's going to go here in a few months. We'll see. Well, that ain't going to happen, Jason. Human nature has done proven that although you might think that you know what you can do and all of that, there's too many others out there that's proven that you don't. And you need Big Brother to tell you what you're capable of doing. Just like they know you need a 30-minute break after 8 hours driving. Of course, me and Mitch, we used to run 15 to 20 hours without even thinking about stopping. Oh, I don't know how we did it without 30-minute break. Actually, we got 16 grandkids. If you're getting into truck driving for freedom, you got a rude awakening coming. All right, Cutter, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping in. I ain't gonna be too far behind you. I gotta get up early in the morning and get rocking. Yeah, I've been down an hour and a half now. Been on here almost an hour. So I'm going to cut this off at the hour mark. So y'all got about 10 more minutes to harass me. Got all kinds of advice for new truckers. best advice I can give you is go into the playlist on here and find So You Want to Be a Trucker. You'll find a couple hundred videos on there. Start watching them. And you'll find out they're all honest. Even if you don't understand them, they're still honest. Stone was just telling me a while back, well, him and someone else, that they had watched a bunch of my videos before they got their CDLs and came out, and thought I was crazy on some of them till they got out here, and then they found out, damn, he was right. That does happen. So go to the playlist, So You Want to Be a Trucker. Start watching a bunch of them videos, or actually listening to them. And you don't want to watch them so much, because all you're going to do is see me and you're going to get jealous. So just listen to them. Nope, not tonight. We did over 2 hours last night, 2 hours the other night. I'm going to bed tonight. I understand, Mitch. And your dispatcher helped you. Sandra, what's going on? Well, cool, Evasive. Hopefully they'll help you. If you can interpret the hillbilly. Oh, doing pretty good. Fixing to get off here in the next few minutes. Oh, you caught us at the tail end of this one. Exactly, Josh. If you do a lot of driving, you'll get used to my purty voice. Also, Josh, there's another one on that playlist. Information from Truckers, I think it is. That's where I've done some phone interviews with drivers, well, with different people associated with trucking. Listen to those as well. Well, there it comes, Sandra. Hi and bye. Well, I just try to be me, and that's a full-time job, I'm here to tell you. That's one of Grandma's favorite sayings. I'll be harassing somebody, believe it or not. She'll just look at him and say, you only got to deal with him a few minutes. I'm married to him. And I'm like that's a bad thing. I think she's a lucky rascal. And I tell her that too. Well, there's a little bit of that in there too, Josh, about owner-operators and lease. You're saying I'm a legend in my own mind? Pull up don't do no good if you do the same thing. Well, that's cool, Josh. Well, God does love you. So do I. Well, I don't see no need in sugarcoating any of it. I mean, I had a guy jump me the other day, was telling me how I should be more positive and point out the positive stuff and get people into the trucking industry. Well, if you're going to sugarcoat it and tell them only what they want to hear, then you're not doing nobody no favors, the trucking industry or them. They're going to come out and find out you was full of bull. It ain't what they thought it was going to be or what you told them it was going to be. We're back to the recruiter deal. Reconnecting again. Oh, goodness. Well, thank you, Basic. Well, it sounds like I got a reefer unit parked next door to me. I'll be hearing that tonight. What up, bye? I'm in Oklahoma, and it's like 27 degrees, and that's cold for a Texas boy. Of course, when I was whining about it to Grandma, she said, and you used to run Canada. I ain't in Canada. Well, and that's what I was telling you, what was it, last night. Sometimes it's a matter of what you need to do and what's best for you. Everybody's always asking what's a good company to start with, and there's not one, folks. There really not. You've got to come in and pay your dues, and so many of these companies that are going to train you and take you as greenhorn are going to take advantage of you, and you're going to have to pay your dues. Your first year out here is really going to suck, and you're not going to make much money. They're going to run the dickens out of you because they can hire you cheap. After you get a year, it'll get a little bit better, but your second year ain't going to be nothing to brag about. You'll start making a little bit more money, a little bit better money. You might start making the kind of money, better money than you was making before you got in, but still. Well, I don't idle my truck if I don't have to, and I hauled reapers long enough that ain't gonna bother me. It'll kick on once or twice. I'll wake up a little bit to acknowledge it kicked on, and I'll roll over and go right back to sleep. That's something you learn when you're hauling reapers. You can tell from the sound of it if it's doing okay or not. I've been known to wake up in the middle of the night and look in that mirror, see what the light was doing. Why would I want to switch his airlines? Stay away from CRST. They run teams. You have to run teams with them. And you're literally putting your life in the hands of another rookie. Don't go CRST. Just mark them off your list. Do not do it. Because even after you're done with training, you have to run teams. Don't do it. We'll see. Very possible. No, you never pull the fifth wheel. I hope he turns that truck off. Now, I never switched anybody's airlines on them. One thing we would do was put a penny in their airline. That'd aggravate them. They'd go back there and they'd see their lines were not switched. Try and figure out why they can't get air to the trailer. Of course, if they ever found out it was you, friend or not, you might get a butt whooping. Well, folks, we made our 1 hour and 3 minutes. I'm going to get off here and wind down a couple more minutes. But I'm going to put my pretty butt to bed. Oh no, not me. I heard about it over to CB. No, but that pulling the fifth wheel stuff, that ain't good, folks. That ain't a joke. That ain't a prank. If that trailer's heavy, it's gonna come off the back of it. If it doesn't crush the landing gear, it's gonna bury up in the blacktop or whatnot, and then you're gonna have to have a tow truck out there, and it's gonna cost big bucks. So that's not a prank, that's not a joke. And yeah, like Mitch said, you don't mess with another man's truck. Now if you're buddies, like me and Pork Chop, now we might prank each other, but it wouldn't never be anything stupid. Yeah. Well, most drivers ain't gonna consider it a joke at all. No. Evening, Venom. You made it in time to say goodnight. Yeah, I hear you. You can't blame me for coming in early. I didn't come in early tonight. All right, folks, I appreciate you. I wish you'd go over there to the Patreon page and sign up. I really do. With that, I'm going to wish y'all a good evening. I'm glad you stopped by and visited a little bit. Nope, not tonight. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.